All right, so here we go. My usual battles with what I'm doing live. But I think it's working. I'm not even going to bother checking now because if it's not working, it's not working. It's just not working. But I think it is. We've got a great Magic Monday for you today. I don't want to say we. I've done it all. Normally, I've done it all. Did all the work. I don't care. I love doing it. Best job in the world, this. Right, so let's do a little bit of the extra buttons, and then we'll go live on Instagram as well, and we'll do the whole shenanigans. Where is it? Look at that, man. I know I've pressed this button 1,000 times, but I need to press it one more time. Here we go. Oh, not that one. This one. Yes, you know what time it is? It's 12 o'clock on Monday, which means one thing.
It's the start of the week. Grab your coffee cups. It's Magic Monday Live.
Magic Monday Live with me, Michael Heppel, and today it is day 183 of the year, which means one thing, 183 days to go. We are at the halfway point. And as everybody who's a motivational speaker will be doing today, I am going to talk to you about getting to the halfway point. How's it going? And of course, how is the rest of the year looking for you? I'm going to encourage you to set some goals. I'm going to give you some motivational quotes. I'm also going to share with you a fun story about what I did yesterday, which was achieving a long time goal. And I did it yesterday, and I did it with my brother. It was brilliant. I had a great day yesterday. I'm going to tell you about that. And I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to do all of that in less than 15 minutes. So if we're ready, if we're steady, let's get set and go, go, go. So first thing that I want to talk to you about is this idea about our futures, because if you think about it, I mean, 2024 is a bit mad, isn't it? We all, most people watching this, will remember the millennium like it was yesterday. And now we're 24 years in from that. And we're halfway through the 24th year of this new millennium. Some people are going to say it's the 25th because it happened then. I know all that type of stuff. Anyway, basically, we're halfway through the year. And how's it going? Are you achieving everything that you hoped? Are you on track? Are you in that place where you think, flipping heck, this has just been the best year ever? Or maybe things have gone a little bit awry. Maybe some things haven't quite worked out the way that you hoped that they would. Do you know what? It's all good. It's all fine. What I want to demonstrate today is about the importance of setting some goals, but perhaps in a slightly different way. I've got maybe a slightly different take on it. So I've got a quote for you, and I don't often quote other people. A friend of mine once said, who's also a speaker, he went, "Don't quote other people. People should be quoting you." Well, fair enough. That's good. But it's a great quote. So the future depends on what you do today. And that's a Gandhi quote. So Gandhi's pretty good to quote. He's got some good words. He said some really, really good stuff. But I particularly like that. The future depends on what you do today. So we could forget about the first half of the year, or we could say, actually, that's been a foundation for the next half of the year. I remember when I used to run a sales team. At this day, I used to get all the sales team together, and I used to say, "Would you like to know how much money you're going to make this year?" Yeah, of course I would. And that's about, okay, well, just times 2 whatever you did in the first 6 months, because unless you change, that's exactly how much you're going to earn. And for some of you, it's not going to be enough. And they're like, "Oh my goodness, oh yeah, you're right." So we used to do a bit of motivation, a bit of oomph, and a bit of digging in and all that type of stuff. It was brilliant. So I've got a couple of questions for you. The first question is this. I've written it all down because I want to make sure I've covered everything today and I didn't just get excited and started just banging on. So the first question is, what have you achieved so far this year that you're proud of? Right? What's happened this year? What have you done this year to make you feel proud? And if you just want to write in the comments, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on a replay, just what have you done that you're feeling proud about? Next thing is, what has held you back this year from achieving more? So they're two great questions to consider. If you want to put them in the comments, that's brilliant. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but it's worthwhile considering, isn't it? It's worthwhile considering. What are you proud of? What's held you back? And then that leads you nicely into what do we need to do next? So I love setting big goals, but I also enjoy setting little goals, because sometimes the little goals can be just as much fun as the big goals. And yesterday I achieved a little goal. And the little goal was very simple. I wanted to go on the roof of St. James's Park. Now, this is a feature that they did a few years ago. They said you can come on the rooftop and you can walk around the roof on St. James's Park. It's properly organised. They don't just let you up there and let you have a wander around. And I set that as one of my mini goals. And then brilliantly, and this is particularly good, this is brilliant, my brother bought that experience for me for my birthday. And he would come as well, which made it doubly excitement, double the fun, double the trouble. And we did it yesterday, and it was superb. Even if you're not a football fan, just to go on the roof of St. James's Park, right in the middle of the city, and you've got these incredible views all over. I mean, amazing views all over. And at one point, and they're very funny actually, the person who was the guide, she said, if you look over there, you can actually see the roof of a championship club, pointing over towards Sunderland. my brother's a Sunderland supporter, so that was particularly fun. And anyway, it's really, really great, and they do it really well. But then there was one final piece of the jigsaw, which was superb. And at the end of so you can do a grounds tour where you see the dressing rooms and stuff like that, or you can do a rooftop tour, or you can do them both. But all of them, they have this opportunity to go down the tunnel and out onto the pitch. You don't actually go onto the pitch, it's barriered off, but you go down the tunnel bit. And when they play the music, down, 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 do, 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 do. That music is so iconic. If you ever go to a Newcastle match, just seeing that, hearing that music as the team comes out. And they said, now we're going to play a little bit of music, and if you want to go down the tunnel and take any pictures, well, honestly, I was off like a shot. Nobody was going to hold me back. I was first off with my phone in front of me, going down the tunnel, out into St. James's Park, completely empty. Obviously, the place it's full, but the music's playing, and I go out and I did my moment where I ran out onto the pitch of St. James's Park, and that finished off the tour part. And then we went out for lunch with my brother and my sister-in-law and Christine, and it was superb. It was absolutely brilliant, absolutely superb. I've got to say, one of those moments where it was like, oh wow, and I'm so pleased that I achieved that little goal. Now, also, I started to think about this, and I was like, okay, what else do I need to achieve by the end of this year? What's something that has to happen by the end of this year? So we've got, between us, here we are, we've all got the same 183 days. What are you going to achieve by the end of this year? If you write this in the comments now, I promise you, you are more likely to achieve it than if you don't write it down in the comments. Because it's just going to give you that bit of oomph. It's going to give you that thing, that moment where flipping heck, I've made a public declaration. And whether 10 people see it, or 50 people see it, or 5 people see it, or 500 people see it, it doesn't matter. Just write it down. One thing that you're going to achieve, big thing, small thing, doesn't matter. In the next 183 days, it's a must. Not a should, it's an absolute must. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. What are the doubts? What's stopping you from doing this? Well, look, I want to help you. So here's what I'm going to do for the next 6 months. I've done this. I've announced this in a few places now, so it's not a secret anymore. My brilliant group that I founded, Team 17, is going to change. And from December the 31st, from 183 days from now, I am no longer going to be the person at the helm of Team 17. I'm going to take a step back, and other people are going to take over running it, which means if you want to join Team 17 and have me for 6 months to help you to achieve your goals, then the time is now. And if you want to know more, just in the comments, just write Team 17. I'll send you a link. You can find out how you can get it. Plus, here's the thing. We're also doing a wonderful little offer at the moment. Not a little offer, a mega offer. And you can join Team 17 for £99 for life. Now, it was £99 joining fee and then £17 a month. Now, for this phase that we're doing, it's £99 to join for life. And I am going all in with Team 17 for the next 6 months. That is going to be my legacy with this group, that I am going to be there for every single person for the next 6 months, and just to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm going to help them to achieve their goals. So, next stage, action plan. What steps can you take this week to help you to achieve your goal over the next 183 days? Now, you might think, well, I'll just wait for a little while. I'll get prepped up. I'll get started. Well, let's just break this down a little bit. From this moment, you've now got 4,403 hours and 48 minutes left. Break that down to minutes. It's 464,000 minutes left. Can't afford to waste any of these. You cannot afford to waste any of these minutes. I'm not sure about my maths there. I think I might have got that slightly wrong. But anyway, I think I know what I mean. I think I might be right. I don't know. Anyway, there's not a lot left of this year. So every single minute that you put in to achieving your goal or goals for 2024 this week, I promise will pay off. I promise they will. It seems absolutely natural, doesn't it? Absolutely natural that should happen. Next thing, celebrate what you've accomplished, but raise the bar a little bit higher each time you succeed. Now, that is a quote by Mia Hamm. Mia Hamm. I hadn't heard of Mia Hamm, but I love that quote. I did a little search on quotes about, achieving goals in the second half of the year, and that one came up there. Celebrate what you've accomplished, but raise the bar a little higher each time you succeed. Wow. Now, I've managed to do this whole session so far without mentioning England and the football team. Talk about needing a goal. See what I've done there? Talk about needing a goal. Last night was absolutely terrifying. Couldn't believe it. Last few seconds, and suddenly we equalize, and then we go and get another goal, which takes us through to the next round. England, why do you do this to us? Is this Gareth Southgate's strategy to keep us on the edge of our seats? Oh, my goodness. It's just crazy. Anyway, I'm absolutely sure that this is it now. He's going to stop messing around. He's going to start and play Anthony Gordon, at least from half time, if not from the start, because that's what we need. We need a bit of Gordon powering through. Okay, final thing. I'm going to go with the comments. You know this one. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So what's it going to be? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What's that single step going to be? Let's have a little look at some of the comments that we have. So Sarah McGough, first in, saying howdy. Howdy, Sarah. Hope you are feeling a little bit better, because I know you've been a little bit poorly. We've got Dr. Victoria Wilson-Crane. Hello, from Burscough. Strictly Shelves is at the half-year point. So she's been doing this thing about measuring the books that you read. Brilliant. Loads of people doing really well. I'm even doing a bit of reading, of course. Here's Chris McConnell, the King of Pont. Hi, I loved your St. James rooftop adventure with your bro. It was brilliant. Chris, if you ever get a chance to do it, go and do it. It was superb. Oh, here's Mike Fatcherty, Henley Santa, storyteller, author. I was in Henley the other day, Mike. I was in Henley. Yeah, had a couple of nights there. It was very, very nice. I didn't know, but you'll know this because if you're from Henley, Dusty Springfield is buried in the graveyard in Henley, and we went and saw a grave just by accident. We were just walking past, saw somebody taking a picture, and thought, "Oh, what's that?" Dusty Springfield's Grave. So watching live, my best view was from the top of the chimney at Battersea Power Station. Round of a check from Amazon for sales. Oh, right. Sales of my Christmas books in June. Oh, okay. I think that is something definitely to be proud of. Proud of a check from Amazon from the sale of my Christmas books in June. Superb. Here's Jill Heppel. First Magic Monday for months. Great to be back. Jill, where have you been? Auntie Jill. Cousin Jill. We're not even related, but I just tell people we are. Here's Nick Finney. Good afternoon from a murky Wednesfield in the West Midlands. Had a brilliant weekend away that was made all the better by Jude Bellingham. Certainly was. Lastminute.com, eh? Chris McConnell, I'm watching live. I've just got an allotment after a 4-year wait, and he's got a hot air balloon planned. Class. Chris, are you coming to the Tynedale Balloon Festival or the UK Balloon Festival in Tynedale at the Rugby Club? I think it's next weekend. Here's Mike back. This year, I'm desperate to arrive at a gig as Santa Claus by helicopter. Now, here's the thing, taking this into a full circle. You're a professional Santa. My brother is also a professional Santa. And I was out with him all day yesterday. He's a brilliant Santa. If you need a Santa in the Northeast, you need to book him now. If you need one down in the South, you need to book Mike now, because it gets busy very, very quickly. So that, and if you want to take him somewhere in a helicopter, that would be great. I think our Andrew would probably do the helicopter thing as well if you fancy doing that. All the Santas. Right. I hope you've enjoyed this Magic Monday live. And I do love doing these sessions. For me, it's just about sharing what's in my head. And I do it once a week. But if you really want to get deep into doing something, if you really want to make the second half of this year count, could I suggest you join Team 17, where you've got me for 6 months, right? July, August, September, October, November, and December. We're doing a live event where we're all coming together in November. We've got loads of great things happening. I'm starting off with a brilliant live session called Declutter Your Mind. I'm doing that in about a week's time. A week today, actually, I'm doing that on July the 8th, the day before my birthday. And I'm doing that. It's just incredible, that group of people that we have. We've got a bunch of new members last week. We're going to get a bunch of new members this week. We have to cap it at 200, but I think there's about 40 places left at the moment. So if you want to join, do let us know. Just put something in the comments and we'll get in touch with you to help you to join. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I have got a mega afternoon planned. Loads and loads of great stuff. I am going to make sure I achieve my goal this year, and I hope you are too. Let's play that for a little bit, eh? Rousing music. When you get automatic captions, it comes up and it says rousing music. I'm sorry I'm unable to see the comments that came in via How to Be Brilliant, but I will go and have a look at them now, and I will answer them all. Okay, everybody, be brilliant. Bye!